know when you get the paprika, it's hurt. Hi guys, my name's Crystal and welcome back to my channel, which consists of painting, DIY, and thrift flips with the Spicy Goofy. And if you happen to like this content, I would appreciate your support by, hitting that little subscribe button, that little ding-a-ding bell to be notified next time I put up my creative project up on the YouTubes. So again, I appreciate it, thank you, and let's move on. So I keep seeing these woven plates as wall hangings, and they're so cute, just so cute. So I thought, why don't we do some DIYs? So that's what we're gonna do today. Alright guys, so for our first woven wall hanging, what we're going to be doing first is making a triangle with tape on each side of the woven plate. After that, I'm going to paint it with white, and I'm going to be using acrylic because if you have any mishaps with the acrylic paint, you can simply fix it with a little bit of water just to ensure that you have really crisp lines. And that's exactly what I'm doing here, is fixing those lines just so they're really straight and really crisp. Next up is going to be the yarn. Now here I am using super glue, however I did in the end find that it was easier simply to use a hot glue gun. So I'm just going to go in a circle. After that I'm going to figure out what type of shape I want to do, and this is where you can really be creative and put whatever shape you'd like. I just kind of did this circle loop type of a thing. I don't know, you see the shape, but it's just what my brain thought of and thought would look cute together, and that's what we did. So again, this is the part where you can be really creative in your own way, or just do my shape, that's cool too. Next up is choosing what color yarn you want to go for. I chose green and pink simply because I love pink and it goes with my decor, but choose whatever your heart desires or whatever goes with your decor. Once you have chosen the next two colors of the yarn that you're going to be using, what we're going to do is make a similar shape like we did with the white yarn with the next color. This time I'm using green, and we're gonna do that directly on the opposite side of the white. Once I'm done with the green, gluing it to the corner, I'm just gonna cut it and glue it to the very back so it can stay securely in place. Next up is gonna be our final color. It's gonna be pink. Again, you can use whatever colors you like, but this time what we're gonna do is make that same shape but around that triangle, because I don't want to go over the triangle. I found that it just didn't look that cute, so I'm going around the triangle, and once I'm done gluing the pink to the very top, I'm going to do the same thing, cut it and glue it in the back. And voila! Here is your first woven wall hanging. Guys, this one was so easy and simple to do, and not only that, it just adds a splash of color to any wall. Alright guys, so for our second project, we are making a mini propagation station for your plantitas, your plants. And I actually got this idea from another YouTuber, and I'll link her information down below because she is just so awesome. So these fake leaves that I'm putting on this woven plate, I actually cut off of a stem from a fake flower that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. I also purchased these glass tubes, which is where we're going to put our plants that we are propagating. After that, I put the glass tube in the middle to make sure that everything will eventually be all even, nice and cute. Then I'm going to hot glue everything in place, our fake leaves and our 3 glass tubes in a row. I also purchased these pink rocks at the Dollar Tree for aesthetic reasons to put in the glass tubes, just to make it look extra cute. And guys, check it out, here is our finished result. I'm actually propagating these spider plants, and oh, I'm so excited that I have somewhere to actually put them now. So project number 3, pink sunset wall hanging, if you will. And I say that because it reminded me of a pink sunset, but not entirely sure if it will remind you. Anywho, what I'm gonna do is literally just cut this woven plate in half. After that, I just cut the very top and glued those two together, and oh my gosh guys, did I put a ton of hot glue on this woven plate. Next up is choosing our color of yarn. This is the color scheme that I'm gonna go for. Again, I love pink, so I wanna add a ton of pink, but you can do yellow and green, yellow and red, anything you like. Next up, I'm going to get 34 pieces of each color. So here you see me just going at it with the white. Once I've got my 34 pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and cut each end. And then I'm gonna use one of the white yarn pieces to measure out the pink that I'm going to use to make sure everything stays even. And same thing, 34 pieces of pink yarn and cut those ends. I'm actually going to do this twice with the pink because I'm going to add the pink on each side of the woven plates. Next color is green, and we're just simply going to repeat the process. Final color is beige, and again, let's repeat that process. Just a little reminder, let's make sure we have 34 pieces of yarn of each color. Next up is hot glue time. Now, I'm not using any particular hot glue, so just whatever works. It's yarn, so it doesn't need anything heavy or super strong, excuse me. And what I'm doing is literally individually hot gluing these pieces of yarn in a straight line, and we're just going and going and going. We're gonna do this with every single piece of yarn, and yes, this may have taken the longest to do, but oh my gosh, just wait until the end. It is so rewarding to see because it looks really bougie, and I don't know about you, but I like bougie. Now once I've glued up until the middle, I want to go ahead and start on the other end of the woven plate simply because I want everything to look as even as possible. Now that is why I have told you to cut out 34 pieces, but I'm just being a little extra, just want to make sure it's even as possible. Finally, we're just going to trim the bottom to make it as straight as possible. So I just used scissors to cut the bottom, and honestly I did most of this off of camera because it was a little hard to do it with me holding the camera. But yeah, just cut straight across and make it as straight as possible because it'll just look so much nicer in the end. And here you go guys, our final project. Look at it! This one definitely took the longest to do, but oh my god, it was so worth it, and hopefully you guys think so too. Well guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you happen to recreate any of the projects that we did today at home, please let me know in the comments below. Again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and don't forget to keep it artsy. See you next week. Bye!